Week 2 in the books. It's been tough. If you've been playing fantasy football, it's been tough. A lot of stuff going around in the NFL. A lot of injuries. Going to be crazy on the waiver wire target this week. And we got the top 10 players that scored in week 2. We're going to bring you all of that right here on What's Your Fantasy. Smash that like button. Stick around, everybody. Hey, look. Ruining dreams under pressure. Peachy be the one to bless ya, but don't test her. The queen reigns supreme. You know what I mean? Add the boy Breezy Prince like a king. When the two come together in any weather, they form a bond, stay tight in any measure. So it's my pleasure. The number one team. Let the world know what's your fantasy. What's my fantasy? What's your fantasy? Welcome to What's Your Fantasy, brought to you guys by. I wish I had more wins this week than I did L's. I took a lot of L's this week, Peachy. A lot of L's, and I can't wait to hear how your week kind of panned out. But a lot of surprise players. A lot of players let me down. You know, and I just happened to play one person this week that had all the top 10 players. Like he drafted the top 10 team. How's it going, Peachy?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that as far as playing against somebody who just had everybody. And I mean the top everybody. So I didn't just lose some of my leagues. I got demolished in them because of the big injury that Breezy is about to talk about.
Oh no!
Ruined my week.
Oh man, it's crazy. You know what? I want to start the show off like this. If you're watching a live show, if you leave a comment, if you've ever won a fantasy league, like put your hands up, give me a thumbs up or something. Peachy, I was last year. It's a big league. I was a 2024 champion last year, and I made a couple bucks, right? But more importantly, I got my ring. You know what I mean? So I got that championship ring. It's not gonna focus in on it because it's meant to focus on my face. See if I can get it to focus. Oh, I got it! I figured it out.
Very good.
Oh, I wish it fit on my middle finger because that's what I want to kind of say to the leagues this year. Hold up. It won't work this time. Anyway,
no, that one's not being in focus.
No, it won't focus.
We're not going to be that way.
Nah, you too. But Peachy, you won the first year we did the Nitty Gritty League. And
I did.
What did you end up winning in that league?
Oh, I won this right here. This gorgeous.
Wow, you got a WWE belt.
Yes.
Wow. I designed that too, by the way.
Yes.
Damn, it says 2021 on there, Peachy. That's a long time ago.
I know.
Dang.
A long time ago.
Damn, we've been rocking for a minute with the Nitty Gritty League.
I know we have. Yep.
Well, I tell you right now, I'm 0-2 in that league. I can't win.
Me too.
How is it that the owners of Nitty Gritty have been defeated twice?
Are doing the worst out of everybody else.
And I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be real. Fantasy football is tough because once you go down 0-2, it's just like on the next season, right? Like it's not that many weeks to recover. Like
we were like we're doing so bad that we are at that level where it says if the playoffs started today, you would be gone.
I'm gonna look at my Nitty Gritty and What's Your Fantasy. We have our own league. You know what I'm saying? We have our own league. And all right, so I got demolished. Luckily, I'm playing a guy that's 0-2 this week. I'm probably gonna lose again. That's just how it works. So I'll be 0-3, and then it's over. Yo, I got beat last week, 138 to 96.8.
I'm telling you, I have leagues that I got beat that bad in too. I'm like, woo.
When I tell you I no longer want Justin Fields, like Justin Fields pissed me off. right? Like he pissed me off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting, and then he didn't even get hurt till like the end of the game, so he was having a bad game.
Right. Right. You can't even blame it on the injury because it wasn't that way. Mine, at least you can blame it on the injury because he got hurt.
Right.
Way before the game was over.
Right. Now, I see some questions out there in the chat. We're going to get to those questions. I promise you. Guys, again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and click on subscribe. Feel free to, if you want, you can support the channel. All you got to do is click on that join button. Become a member of the Breezy Bunch crew. You'll get the cool little asterisk next to your name, little symbol, and you'll get priority reply to your comments in the live comment section. Eddie G and the B-Dogs, what's good, baby? I'm not really feeling fantasy football this year. Like, I'm feeling it. I was feeling the draft. Let's get to the injury report, Peachy, because several players, and let's focus on those offensive juggernauts that are going to be out. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Peachy, take us away because minimum 3 months. Like minimum 3 months. Jake Browning, backup quarterback. He's going to be playing. Now I'm confused because Jake Browning to Jamar Chase must have been a thing this past week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's won games for Cincinnati. I think he won 3 out of either he went 4-3 or something like that. When Burrow had got hurt, because this is the thing with Burrow. That's why when people tell me don't draft Joe Burrow, and I continue to just believe in this dude all the time, even though every year it seems like he's getting hurt at the beginning of the year, and I still stupidly just try to say it's going to be the year where Burrow's going to be great. Burrow's going to be great.
Well, he was great last year.
Supposed to be, the MVP. He was supposed to be, in the running for MVP this year. That's what a lot of people had him at.
To be fair, he was great last year. So
no, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't get hurt last year,
right?
And
but the year before that, he did.
Right, but this is not the year. But my point is, you draft him because you 4,000 over 4,000 yards last year. He had the most yards as a quarterback throwing. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins with bananas, and they started late. Like they had a late. You know what I'm saying? I think they were like 0-2, 0-3.
Yeah.
Started off the season. They started off and they finished very strong. So I think that's why. But who knew he was going to end up with a toe injury that was going to sideline him to where he was going to have surgery? Like, it's just always something. He's just kind of like one of those dudes that I would probably stay away from. And if you get beat by him, you just get beat by him.
Right.
Like,
Well, until Cincinnati does something about their offensive line, it's going to keep happening. And what makes me more nervous than anything is I don't want this to turn into an Andrew Luck. I don't want him to just start hating football so much because he fears for his life, basically, that he just can't play.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen. And right now, their O-line is so atrocious that, it's just going to continue happening until Cincinnati values it more than they do.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. And the key question is now, what about everybody else? Because it starts with the quarterback. And so what about Higgins? What about Chase? What about Chase Brown? What about any tight ends that they may use, coming in and relieving a Joe Burrow and then being game plan for can be totally different. Right. And when I look at who the Cincinnati Bengals play this week, I want to pick them to beat the Vikings, but they both are in the same situation because now you got to talk about the Vikings quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, who has a high ankle sprain. He's going to be out for a while, and that's the matchup this week. Vikings home hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. So what's going on with J.J. McCarthy?
J.J. McCarthy, like you said, he has a high ankle sprain, and it's a bad one. So he's going to miss somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks. The last that I saw, they're leaning more towards the 4 weeks just to be on the safe side. and his backup is Carson Wentz. But apparently, over the last couple of hours, they brought in Desmond Ritter.
Yes.
So they have brought in another one. Now, people are saying they brought Ritter in for a different reason. I don't know. The Bengals fan or the Vikings fans are upset about it. So I don't know if they for game planning or whatever it is, or a spy, or I don't know, whatever it is. Not the Vikings fans, sorry. The Bengals fans are upset about it. So
the Bengals fans are upset about bringing in another quarterback?
For the Vikings. Because the Vikings played the Bengals.
Okay.
And I guess Desmond Ritter was in Cincinnati, and he's in Minnesota.
Now he's in Minnesota. Gotcha.
Right. So they're
Who was the backup
upset about
quarterback
it.
for the Vikings anyway? It was JJ and then who?
Carson Wentz.
Also, Wentz not going to get the start.
No. Wentz is going to start. They just brought in Desmond Ritter as well.
Gotcha.
They said that it was for insurance for Wentz.
I think Wentz is going to win. I think Wentz would be just fine. But I think you bring in a third quarterback just in case something happens to Wentz. Yeah.
So, but in Cincinnati, they have Jake Browning, and I can't remember. And they brought in a couple of other quarterbacks as well. I forgot who they brought in, but they brought in those. But in Minnesota, now Carson Wentz becomes the starter, and then I guess Jake Browning, I guess he's going to back him up or just be one of the ones on the run, something. But they said that they added him to the 53. So he's backing him up, I'm sure.
It makes sense because they need a backup quarterback is
Absolutely.
what I'm saying. If JJ is going on the IR or whatever for however many weeks, how severe the high ankle sprain is, then you definitely are going to need those two quarterbacks on your active roster. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to sign one to the practice squad and then elevate them. You're going to need them to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Well, any other significant injuries? I do know Jaden Reed, shoulder injury, collarbone injury. Excuse me. He's going to be out for what, 6 to 8 weeks?
Oh yeah, he's going to be out for a long time.
Jesus, and what a great catch too, by the way. Like, it was a phenomenal.
It was
catch.
an amazing catch.
Amazing catch, amazing throw.
It just sucks that
Jordan Love
that happened.
It did. It just felt like it felt like Jaden Reed was dealing with an injury all beginning of the season, preseason, training camp, and was gonna tough it out.
Yeah.
And it's so weird how stuff works. It's weird how everything works. He was literally dealing with the injury, and he was going to tough it out. And I kept saying, I'm going to stay away from him, And I didn't, like an idiot, because he was going to tough it out. I'm like, oh, that's pretty tough. And then he injured something totally different, which is going to have him sidelined for 6 to 8 weeks. So
that's true.
It's going to be crazy.
Another injury that is huge is Aaron Jones.
He's being placed on the IR.
Running back for Minnesota.
All right. So the reports today, Cam Akers is supposed to be returning back to Minnesota, right? Like he's going to be returning back to Minnesota. Sounds like Jordan Mason will be RB1. Cam Akers will be RB2.
Yep.
Aaron Jones will be placed on the IR.
Because of a hamstring. Yep.
Hamstring injury. Wow. Any other significant, we know Eckler's done for the year.
Yeah.
Poor Eckler, man.
Yeah.
He just can't catch a break.
I think this might be it for him.
I think it's time.
I think it's definitely time.
His body is easily breaking down. This is a non-contact football injury. And unfortunately, he tore his Achilles. The Achilles are going to happen, though, like depending on the wear and tear. Like ACL's knee, Achilles is in the foot. Like it's just going to happen when it's ready to happen. If you're a Niners fan, you know, like.
Unfortunately, we know too well. The crazy thing about Aaron Jones is if you guys went back, like when we were doing our fantasy shows, where before we started going live, and we were premiering shows, so that you guys could kind of see like the top 10 and who we're looking at quarterback and like every position, everything like that. We said Aaron Jones because It's like death and taxes. He
It was just a matter
cannot
of when, though.
stay healthy. It's just a matter of when it happens.
It was a
It
matter
either
of when.
happens at the beginning of the season or it happens in the middle of the season or the end. But either way, that dude can't catch a break. And that's what we were talking about whenever we went through the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
That there's so many, contingency things like with Aaron Jones because he just can't do it. Another one that we need to watch out for because he's a fantasy quarterback is Jaden Daniels,
Yeah.
who has a knee sprain. Yeah.
Top 3 quarterback,
Right.
potentially going to miss some time.
Yes.
Oh, I got another one we'll throw in there. Man. Damn. It's just tough. It's just football.
It's tough.
It's just football. For me, it sucks, but this is football. So, now I remember Baker Mayfield getting dinged up last night in the game as well, but he continued to play. No new injury to his injury report, right? Okay,
Baker.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was wondering about that too because he was out there limping and but he stayed out there. I figured the team would have something going on, but it doesn't look like they were traveling, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
So maybe tomorrow we'll have some information. And then Breezy always posts these on Instagram on the fantasy, on our What's Your Fantasy. So you need to. You need to follow the page anyway. But it's just What's Your Fantasy, and I'll put the link in the chat for you guys so you guys can have it. So if you're not following, you need to, but because all the fantasy news is always posted under there. So any breaking fantasy news, anything like that, it goes on there. It goes on Threads. And it's really, really informational for you guys to know about that. Oh, forgot about Khalil Mack.
Yeah, but we don't know what the injury was. I just know he didn't return to the game. It looked like a forearm injury, and he didn't. I don't know if he came back. Like, I fell asleep.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Now, the
No,
Buccaneers,
he didn't come back.
The Buccaneers lost their defensive player, Kalijah Cansey, for the season with a torn pec. We don't really focus on the defensive players because you're drafting a defense.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, these could be detrimental to the Chargers' defense moving forward without Khalil Mack. So we don't know what the severity of the injury is. I just know he didn't return to the game.
Well, I do know that it did say that he is. It looks like he's going to miss some games, but there's no official thing. But I'm looking at some of the stuff that I look at from the team's stuff or whatever, and it looks like that he's going to miss a couple of games.
So he is going to miss a couple of games.
And you guys, if you're like me, like in my legacy league, we do have defensive slots for defensive players. So you might want to look at getting you somebody for Khalil Mack, because I'm sure a lot of you have him. Because I know I've in my league, I know that somebody does have him. But other than that, Marcus Mariota is going to be the backup for Jaden Daniels. So that should be fun.
Let me change. Well, I need to know the status because I need to know because the Raiders are coming into town. So when I do my picks, I kind of want to be right.
I
So
got you.
if the Raiders are coming into town and there's no Jaden Daniels,
Right.
I don't know. Raiders might win that game. You know what I mean? Niner Faithful says, Eddie G says, did I hear right? Sean McVay got hurt. Sean McVay tore his plantar fasciitis.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He did get injured.
Yeah. So they're saying that it's possible that Daniels could play with a brace. The team has not put him out yet. They just said that they're watching it and that it's in doubt. So it's just something to keep an eye on. Just keep up, with the updates and everything. And we'll keep you updated to let you know as soon as the news comes out about his exact status. It may be a game time decision. It could be.
Okay. Damn, that sucks. They play at 1:00, so that's the early slot.
Exactly.
Whew. All right. Well, I mean, how would you feel about him playing on a bum knee against that Raiders defense, though?
I still think that the Raiders are going to win that game anyway.
Really?
Honestly. Yeah.
Mm.
Because I think that whatever the Raiders have going on, I think that they're going to get it together. I really do.
It's hard to get it together on the road, though.
Gino looked bad, but I think that they're going to figure something out. In one, they weren't using Genty the way they needed to. And it was very aggravating because they should have used him more and they didn't. And you would think that Chip Kelly would have been able to find more ways to get him involved in this game.
I mean, I watched the game. I mean, the Chargers were taking away the run. And now you're asking him to be in on pass protections. You're asking him to be in on passing downs. Yeah, I mean, he has the ability to do it, but him having the cognitive understanding of the play calls, that's a totally different thing. So we don't really know what's going on there. Does he have the gifts, the skill set, and the ability? Absolutely, but I just think it's a growing pain. I mean, hell, I don't think any of the rookie running backs are being utilized right now like the way that they should be. I mean, even Amarion Hampton is not
and that was making me mad.
Travion Henderson looks like he's about to get the back seat to Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah. It's just so weird how they have these great preseasons and then here come the old yellers. You know what I mean? Like they just come back. Ramondre Stevenson might be my surprise player of the week, believe it or not. Anyway, any more fantasy football injuries or NFL injuries that we need that will probably affect people's teams this upcoming week and for more?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I mean, pretty much all of it.
And like you said, if there's any updates, we'll go ahead and
share that link.
Yeah. All right, let's switch gears real quick. All right, let's get to the top 10 scorers of the league. I mean, these dudes were out here dropping flex bombs all day, and I promise you, Niner sickness, I beat you in your league, but you whipped my tail. Yo, he had Amon-Ra and Malik Neighbors. I was dead at the moment they stepped onto the football field. Actually, I was winning, and then they just went hamburger and cheddar. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 39.2 points, PPR points, top of PPR scoring in the NFL. And look who's right behind him, Malik Neighbors. And then Jamar Chase. So you have 3 top 10 wide receivers in the top 10 in scoring this week. Actually, the top 3. And then you got Jared Goff, who's up there. Dude threw 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But did I not tell you?
Yes, you did.
At home, he plays different. I tell you what, on the road, don't ever start Jared Goff.
Right.
At home, always. I don't care if your quarterback is Jesus of Nazareth. You start Jared Goff when they're playing at home. That was a totally different Lions offense at home. That jump was crazy. Surprise. First of all, Roman Dunze is playing very well this year.
I know. It sucks that he don't have a quarterback.
But he's playing. You can't say that he don't have a quarterback if he put up 31.8 points. The issue is that's the only person that Caleb Williams is throwing it to because my man Moore, DJ Moore, is struggling. We need more. Roman Dunze is out there slaying it. 31.8 points. Dangerous has made the top 10. Hold on. Russell Wilson. For everybody that thought he was washed up, you just gotta let the guy play. Gotta let the guy play his game of football. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta let the guy play football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that was literally my surprise that was on the scoring leaders too. Even though I literally watched that game and watched Russ play, the Dallas defense was missing like 2 people, and besides that, their defense is not very good. So I really just am not taking much stock in it. I got to see Russ play against a better defense than what they have right now.
I think Dallas defense is no slouch, and they took Philly to the damn near end of the game. Come on now. Don't say that. I mean, they don't have division. Micah Parsons, but they weren't bad. That both games were division games.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's how division games go. like they always go a different way than you think that they're going to go. A lot of division games do. Nobody thought that they were going to do that. And then nobody thought that Russ was going to do what he did either.
Yeah, usually divisional games are closer in score.
Are weird. Yeah.
Better defense. This one wasn't. This one literally came down to a kick. But my point is, like, I don't think, he played well against Dallas defense that played well against the Philadelphia Eagles on opening night. So I don't know. I didn't expect Dangerous to come out there. We all thought Russell Wilson would be benched by week 3. Let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's going to be benched now because Malik Neighbors has got 37.2 points. He was happy, and Dangerous looked like a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Jonathan Taylor from the Indianapolis Colts, he continues to just stack up, and the Colts are 2-0, by the way. 29.5 points for him. Wait a minute. The Giants got 2 receivers in the top 10?
Yeah. They should have Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors.
Wow. Wan'Dale Robinson, 28.2 points. Mm-hmm. Wow. Puka Nacua still surging. He's getting all the targets. That's what it is. He's getting all the targets.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Deron Bland wasn't playing for Dallas.
Okay.
And I felt
That's
like
right.
that was a pretty major deal. Even they said it was. That it was, it definitely threw their secondary off without him out there. And not having one person, I mean, it can throw off things. But we'll see. I mean, Russ looked good. I will give that to him. He did. Neighbors is going to be a superstar. We know that. No matter who's throwing to him, it doesn't really make a difference. And so, yeah, Russ got some leeway this week.
He's got some leeway this week. All right, we'll talk about who they got the matchup. James Cook, 26.5 points. Was he running back 2? You had Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, 2 running backs in the top 10 of scoring. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, Malik Neighbors, Jamar Chase, Jared Goff, Roman Dunze, Russell Wilson, Jonathan Taylor, Wan'Dale Robinson, Puka Nacua, James Cook. And for those that were wondering, well, where the hell is Lamar Jackson? He finished 11th with 20. He was 26.3 points. So he was slightly behind, the guys. Those are our top 10. Any surprises up here? For me, it's got to be the Wan'Dale. Usually get 1 receiver in the top 10, but 2?
Right. Russ was my surprise. I mean, he was up there.
3 Giants made the top 10 in scoring.
3 Giants made the top. I think what's aggravating me is, like all those years I had Jonathan Taylor, and he disappointed me. Didn't do what he needed to do, and now he's freaking balling. And now and I get to watch him ball on somebody else's team.
Because when we had him, he was injured,
right?
And so we were like, nah,
right?
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you. When we had him, he would get injured. He would have a shoulder injury, foot injury, couldn't play, IR, back off the IR. As soon as off the IR, back to the IR. I was like, all right, now he cooking. He's out there cooking. It's unfortunate. Niner faithful, can Russ cook versus the Chiefs? What do you think, Peach?
I'm going to say no, because I am not a believer in Russ. If I'm wrong, that would be a sight to see, but no.
For me, it's like, it depends on which version of Russ you're going to get.
Right.
Now, if you're going to get the dangerous, then yeah, because I think he can play well. Now, I don't think the Chiefs have this crazy top defense, and Russ can move out of the pocket. That can cause Spagnuolo to just go crazy, right? So he's not dealing with a standardized quarterback that stands in the pocket. So if Russ is able to get out and get the ball down the field, it's about him pushing the ball down the field. The Chiefs' defense doesn't look that great. I know they played a little bit better against the Eagles, but they don't look that dominant yet. I think it's going to take them for a few more weeks to get where they need to be, and they need their offense back. Right, the Chiefs are missing several pieces on the offense, so it's kind of like as soon as the Chiefs defense get team off the field, offense come on, they right back on the field. So we know what that's like. So
Right.
I don't know, man. This could be a game where Russ can take advantage of that. Russ can't take advantage of a wavy Chiefs defense, possibly. I don't know if he'll go off though,
Right.
but it is a possibility that he could find a way to unlock his receivers. And they got to figure out how to run the ball, because that's the key. Like, they got to run the ball. Like Scatterbo, Tyrone Tracy Jr., one of those guys, somebody's got to run the ball. Shay says Ashton Jeanty looked like he was lost out there. I'm telling you, like, he still don't got it yet. There's so much he still has to understand on the NFL level. But he has the ability to be that, in my opinion. He definitely has the ability. And I like Peachy, just hand him the ball and let him run. I get it. But what about the passing downs?
Yeah, I
Then
got
it becomes a liability out there, and pass protection, and this is that and the third. So it's just weird. Like, it's just super weird or whatnot. All right, a couple of questions. Ventro, would you start Hawkinson or Kincaid full PPR? This one, I'm gonna let you go first at it. Hawkinson or Kincaid full PPR. You got Hawkinson playing against the Bengals defense and the Bills going up against the Miami Dolphins defense.
Oh, Lord. I mean, you really can't go wrong with either one of them, honestly. Man. I'm trying to think about which secondary is. To me, both their secondaries are kind of on the same level, but I would say that I would probably trust Hawkinson more, because I feel like that if Carson Wentz is the quarterback, he likes throwing to tight ends. So I think that Hawkinson is going to be your best bet.
Hawkinson's not having a great start to the season.
No, he's not.
And I don't know what the Vikings offense, I don't know what their identity is. I think I understand what Peachy's logic is, but but JJ won't be the quarterback. So right. Peachy's logic could be right. I don't know, man. I feel like if the Bills in Miami, a division game, you say things could go wacky. It's on Thursday night. I feel like Kincaid might be that savior down. I just have an issue starting players on Thursday. So
right.
if it's Josh Allen or James Cook, I'll start those guys. Devon Achane, I'll start him. Maybe Tyreek Hill. I don't know. Those are the guys that I'm starting from this game. I think I'm going to go with Peachy on this one. I'll go with Hawkinson again. He's going to give you a bum week, but I'm going to be honest. Kincaid will probably be the leading tight end this week. I just got a funny feeling, because last week it was Tucker Kraft, and I got a funny feeling Kincaid will have a great week, because they're going to look to stop James Cook. They're going to look to take away those pass catchers like Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakur. So it being a divisional game, I have a funny feeling Kincaid is going to have a great week. But I don't start those type of players unless it's Brock Bowers as a tight end or George Kittle. They don't play on Thursday night.
Lake City brought up a great point. I literally forgot about Jalen Naylor.
Yeah, wide receiver. Mm-hmm.
He seems to be the one that is getting targeted the most. I was just reading this about the targets. I wanted to see how many targets Hawk actually got. And,
I can look that up for you real quick.
I think that you have a point, Breezy. I think you have a really good point with that offense. Is not like, they definitely don't have it figured out.
Yeah, and you knew it was going to take some time because you're bringing in a first-year starting quarterback and a second year in the NFL, and that's all it is. Like they got to figure it out. What you said though, is that Carson Wentz will understand if Hawkinson is a check down, he's going to get the ball
Yeah,
to the check
I do
down.
feel like that with Wentz, that it's just going to be different.
Whereas J.J. McCarthy is not checking the ball down; he's trying to make a play down the field.
Yeah.
He's not understanding the check down. So let me pull up who did the Vikings play? Falcons, right? They played the
that
Falcons.
Crazy game. The field goal.
You ain't never lied. All right, so in that game alone, leading targets was Justin Jefferson. Jalen Naylor had 5 for 3 receptions. Jordan Mason had 3. Hawkinson had 3, but only 1 reception for 12 yards. So 1 reception for 12 yards. Like, Hawkinson is just not putting up the numbers.
Right.
And if I go into the Buffalo Bills game, they played the Jets. You had receiving Dalton Kincaid. This is a great question. We're talking PPR.
It is.
He has 6 targets. So he's going to get more targets.
Yeah.
I think you got to go Kincaid, man. I don't
agree.
feel
I
comfortable starting certain players on Thursday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thursday night is weird to me.
But I do agree with you guys. I've definitely, now that I thought about it, Kincaid will probably be the way to go. Because I forgot about Naylor. For some reason, they like Naylor. And it's possible that offensive coordinator, I forgot his name, could get could also get the wide receivers more of the wide receivers involved as well. So, and Hawkinson may just be having some issues, get acclimated or whatever. You never know.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Yep. Kincaid. But yeah, Thursday, I'm so wary about starting players on Thursday. But Miami is pretty bad. They were a little better last week, but they still have a ways to go on that defense. So
they do. Gave up defensive points, tons of defensive points. Give up tons of points to the offense.
Yes.
Special teams was terrible.
Yes.
They gave up a return. It was a good game. I was actually fun to watch. The Dolphins and Patriots game. But they're going to be going up against a team where, like, I know Josh Allen didn't score well. Don't take that he had a bad game because his score was low. Number one, they were running the hell out of the ball. And it didn't make sense to throw
ran
it.
For like 1,000 yards.
465 billion yards. Yeah. It was one of those games. Remember, there was a game on Thursday night last year. I remember I was at a gig, and I'm like, yeah, Josh Allen's about to slay. And James Cook had like 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I do remember that
You
game.
get this from the Buffalo Bills.
Who did they play in that game? I'm going to look and see.
I want to say it was the Dolphins.
I think it might have been. That's what I was thinking. Was that Miami?
I think it was Miami because I was looking for Achane to go off and Josh Allen to go off. Josh Allen threw the ball maybe 10, 12 times, didn't have any passing touchdowns, and it was just one of those games. I mean, 14 for 25. He did lead the game with a bloody nose, came back in the game. I mean, it just wasn't a big game for Allen. It didn't have to be. I mean, they won the game by 20 points. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Who was terrible in that game was Justin Fields. If you want to talk about a quarterback that was bad, because that dude got me 4 points. Not even 4 points.
Yeah, I was pretty mad at him.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. So, Nigel, should I bench A.J. Brown versus the Rams? He's been MIA for the first 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on with the Philadelphia. Different. What is different about the Eagles offense, Peachy? Like, what? They're Super Bowl champs. What is going on? I mean, you're not getting the Devontae Smith. You're getting, you know who you're getting? Dotson.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Jahan Dotson. Yep.
That's who you're getting. The Penn State guy.
And using Saquon like a receiver because he's also catching the ball. I don't know. Apparently, they talked about it, according to what my son said on his on their podcast or whatever, that they've had a discussion about it and everything, and they're making jokes about AJ said that he's not going to bring his book to the sideline anymore, and all this other stuff. And I don't know. He told everybody they just need to be patient, but I tell you what, it is not looking good. I don't know what to do with AJ. I really don't know. I just feel like that the week that you bench him he's going to put it together.
That's
He's
the week.
going to ball out.
Listen, here's my theory. He's a wide receiver 1. And so expect the coverage to him. There's going to be times where it's going to work. You got to start him every week. Unless you got another couple of wide receiver 1s.
Put him in flex. Test
Test
it out and see if you have one of those flex WR, if you have one of those WR flex spots.
Yeah.
For wide receiver and running back, or WRT for wide receiver, running back, and tight end. If you want to test it and see, like what happens for that week, and see if they can't get AJ back like he needs to be, throw him in flex. But I wouldn't bench him. I would put him in flex before I benched him.
Okay. He had 8 targets. So that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
He had 8 targets, 5 receptions, but the yardage isn't there.
Right.
And I think that's where everybody is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things, man, where he just, I don't know. I just hope that they're able to get together, because down the lane, they're going to need him. So
it's the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't push the panic meter over AJ Brown. I know it's tough because he's hurting your team. Well, what are your other receivers? Like, you know what I mean? If you're thinking about benching him, who else do you have?
Right.
Because if you got somebody else that's a little bit hotter, you go with that person. You ride it. And then if he has a game where he balls out, you just take it with a grain of salt. But it all comes down to who you're already rocking with. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to these waiver wire pickups, Peachy. I'm curious to see who you got this week, who your top waiver wire targets. Naylor might be one from the Minnesota Vikings, but who do you have as your waiver wire pickups this week?
Okay, so as we do every week, we start this at quarterback, and I have quarterback Mac Jones, who is taking the place for a little while for Brock Purdy. The 49ers news is that it's undetermined whether Brock's going to be able to play. To me, I don't think he's going to be out there. I think it's going to be Mac Jones that is going to be out there against the Arizona Cardinals. So definitely, if you need a quarterback in place of Brock Purdy, you might want to pick up Mac Jones. And then, of course, quarterback Jake Browning is on here, which is in place of Joe Burrow. And then Carson Wentz, who is in place of J.J. McCarthy. And then I put Russell Wilson on here, because if Russ is going to be like that, then you guys are going to want to scoop him off the waiver wire. Get him out there.
Yep. Yep. So if Brock, you got to pick Mac. You definitely, if you have Brock Purdy, I would probably try to pick up Mac for sure. Especially if Brock Purdy is like your number 1 quarterback, definitely pick up Mac. And if you're in need of a quarterback, you got to pick up a guy that's going to be starting, and with a kind of a favorable matchup. I mean, the Niners head back home, and they're taking on the Arizona Cardinals. This is a divisional game, so it can go either way. But I do like the pickup of. I kind of like the pickup more of Mac Jones. Who do you think will play better though, Mac Jones or Jake Browning? And if they both in their second start. Well, Browning didn't start, but who do you think will play better in their next matchup? Jake Browning versus, who did I say the Bengals were playing? The Vikings, or Mac Jones versus the Cardinals?
I think Jake Browning will. I don't know what's going on with Minnesota right now. They gotta figure it out. But from that Falcons game, that was enough for me. I was like, yeah, there's something hokey going on right here on that team. It was such a crazy game. I would definitely say that.
They both played well.
Right.
I think Mac Jones would be the guy. The Cardinals' defense isn't. Their whole secondary is hurt.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna go with Mac. So
It's
if
a
you got
mess.
Mac, this might be a nice favorable matchup. If you pick him up on the waiver wire, this might be a good matchup for him or Brock. If Brock plays, either way, because the Cardinals' defense is secondary is emancipated. They don't have the pressures up front. They got some old players up there for sure, but their rookie isn't playing. He's on the IR, so we'll see what happens when it comes to that. But yeah, who you got for running backs?
Okay, for running backs, I have Jordan Mason. Definitely. Rashad White.
This dude gets a touchdown at the end of the game.
That's insane.
Out of all the people, like, where was Bucky when you need? I
Right.
needed a Bucky touchdown. I was getting beat by 55 points. I needed to move it a little bit closer.
I know. You did too. Woody Marks.
You know what I mean? Like, I needed it to be a little bit closer, and I was a little bit pissed off.
Yeah.
You know, so Woody Marks, we got Woody Marks. You got Jordan Mason. I got Rashad White.
Yep.
Is that it?
Chris Rodriguez.
Really, Chris? Why Chris? Oh, because the injury to Eckler?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I mean, Bill didn't look that good out there. I don't know what that was about. Hopefully he'll look better, but Chris Rodriguez, I think they're going to try to get him in that game plan as well, especially like you said with the injury to Eckler. So, yeah.
All right, we're gonna tackle your comment. The Smitty or the Smitty. Let Peachy finish out her waiver wire picks. We'll come back to your comment.
Okay, for wide receivers, Isaac Tesla.
He had one big catch.
Yeah.
Is it worth enough to pick him up? Because he's not getting the targets.
Probably a point there. How about Troy Franklin?
Denver Broncos.
Because he got a lot of targets.
I'm getting confused. Dude, just throw the ball to Cortland Sutton. That's the only person he needs to throw the ball to. And now here comes a Troy Franklin.
Right.
Hell, give me Mims. Now it's Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
Like I'm over everybody at this point.
Right. And then Wan'Dale Robinson, which was
Wan'Dale.
actually on the
Yeah,
top 10.
Wan'Dale's got to be picked up by now because if Russ is playing the type of football that we think he should be playing, I don't know, man. It just feels like Russ and Aaron are old, and their gameplay is gonna be up and down. But if he could string a few of those together, you know what I'm saying? Wan'Dale looked really good.
Oh yeah, he did. Yes, he did. And Romeo Doubs.
So Dobbs over Wicks, and I'm just asking because they got several receivers.
That's a great point.
So yeah, right? Dobbs over Wicks, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Now watch Wicks go off.
right. So just get Dobbs and Wicks if you
There
have
it
room
is.
to put them.
Let's get them both and play Russian roulette. Put them both in your lineup.
Put them both
right?
in there
If
if your leagues are that desperate, like mine are.
Here is the Skiers position, right? Are you done with the receivers? Because this position right here is tough.
Yeah. Tight end. Okay, so
Yeah, this is tough.
Hunter Renfro is one.
That's a receiver though.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
But
is.
I did like what he did out there on the football field. I ain't gonna lie.
I pulled it down and put him in the wrong. Yeah, got you. You're right. Jatavian Sanders.
Ooh. Okay. Jatavian Sanders, that's one. Who else you got?
Isaiah Likely.
Is he gonna be back and healthy?
That's what they're hoping.
Okay. Hear me out. If Isaiah Likely returns,
Yes.
Mark Andrews should be back. That's what it is.
Exactly.
They need both of those guys on the football
How it
field.
goes.
I don't know what's going on. Baltimore.
And Zach Ertz.
Old man Ertz still balling.
Yep.
Especially if Marcus Mariota is playing.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's gonna need that.
Exactly
Like we talked
what
about those
I'm thinking.
older quarterbacks, they like the tight end. They see tight ends as their check downs. They like to get the ball to their tight ends. So those are really good. Really good waiver wire pickups. I really don't have anybody else to add or any type of curveballs. Tight ends are just, man,
Yeah.
I'm on the waiver wire. Like the George Kittle injury really screwed me up
Yeah.
because I didn't draft another tight end until later. And I was trying to get Kittle and Kraft because a lot of people weren't in on Kraft, but it didn't work like that in every league. If you don't have Jawan Johnson, though, this might be a good guy to go out there and go get. Jawan Johnson when he catches it, they be for touchdowns. I'll leave it at that. When he catches it, they'll be for touchdowns. He's been balling in the first 2 games, had a touchdown against the 49ers as well. He might be that steal pickup if you can go get him, if he's available in your
If he's
your
still
league.
there, because he
If he's still
was
there.
on there last week, and a lot of people got him last week.
Yeah, if he's still there. All right. We got some questions and stuff like that. Peachy, thank you for the waiver wire pickups. We appreciate those. Peachy just dropped bombs on everybody.
Hey, Sin.
All right. Hey, Miss Sin. All right, so let's go ahead and before we get to the must sits, the must starts, we got some questions. So we'll get our must sits, must starts. I'll go ahead and look at some of these questions and see how we can help you out in your fantasy football leagues. And then maybe you can help us out in our league because I am trash. All right. V. Smitty, I'm 0-2. Welcome to the bro. This what I'm talking about. Are you in my league? Yo, I created a 2-tier quarterback league on purpose, and I'm getting my behind thrashed. I'm 0-2 in a 2-quarterback league. That's what I get. I should have kept it standard.
That's true.
Daniels, Q, Purdy out, backups. Our Ward, Rattler, running backs are Henderson. Who the hell is Monty? Brian Robinson Jr. And James Connors. I think that's who he's saying. Those and Merritt, Browning, and Mac Jones are on the waiver. Who would you prioritize? What order? You got to get Merritt because Merritt is going to get the touches. It sucks because you already got a rookie running back in there with Henderson. I don't know what the Patriots are going to do with Henderson. I don't get it. He's electrifying, but, it is what it is. But Merritt is going to be RB1 depending on how well he practices this upcoming week.
Yeah.
Like Peachy said, Chris Rodriguez, who was there last year, may get some of those touches, but Merritt has the home run ability. So I would target Merritt. He said his quarterbacks are Ward and Rattler. Rattler played well. I expect Rattler to continue to be a gunslinger and move the ball, rush for about 30 yards a game. So I think he's cool with the Rattler. I don't know. I don't think you got to be all in on Browning. I think it would be Merritt and Jones. That's what I would do since Purdy is hurt. What would you do? Merritt's the hottest ticket, though, on the waiver. So you got to put your claim in for him first.
Oh, yeah. Definitely Merritt, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So I would go Merritt, Mac Jones, then Browning in that order. Like that would be the order. D. Smitty
good.
in the building. All right, Patrick said, what's up? He's 2-2. Okay. I'm 2-2 in the league too, and I don't understand how.
How? Yeah, because this is week 3.
12-team PPR, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 flex. He has a trade proposal. This is trade alert. Trade alert. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's make sure I got his thing because I could have swore he put something else in there. Oh, here it is. All right, so he sent the trade alert. All right, so he said he just sent CD and RJ for Brown, Charbonnet, and Tet McMillan. Now, help me out. Who's RJ? I'm struggling. I hate initials. I need y'all to type.
RJ.
RJ.
I'm thinking who RJ
I got
is.
CD Lamb. I got that. Who is RJ?
I don't know who RJ is.
Man, who is RJ, Patrick? I was thinking
RJ
RJ Harvey
Harvey.
too. That's what I was
Okay.
thinking. But I would have put RJH. You threw me off with just the RJ. Is it RJ Harvey?
That's probably who it is. I can't think of another RJ.
I don't know. He doesn't. It to me. Don't it seem like that they are using what's the other running back there in Denver more? The kid that he played with the Rams.
Oh,
It seemed like he being featured a lot.
yeah,
Can't think
I
his
got
name.
you. Yeah.
But this is the trade. He was like, "Yo, Chase Brown, Scat Sutton for CD and RJ. Would you give up?" So the trade is actually J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins is killing right now. He said Brown, Charbonnet, and Tet for CD Lamb and RJ. So he's gonna get a wide receiver 1, but he's giving up a running back 1 and a running back 2 and a wide receiver 1. He's giving up a wide receiver 1 and a running back 1 for a better wide receiver 1 and a rookie. I don't know if I would do this.
I don't know if I would give up CeeDee Lamb.
No, he's getting CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, he's getting
He's
CeeDee
giving
Lamb.
up Chase Brown, Zach Charbonnet, and Tet McMillan. Would you do that? I mean, you're getting CeeDee Lamb, but then who are your other running backs?
Right. I
You're
would
giving
have
up
to know
two
who
running backs
the
to
other
get
running backs are. Yeah.
RJ Harvey back, who you're hoping, pans out, and that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah. To me, RJ is not really like that's not a strong enough running back. I would have to know what other running backs that he had besides that.
Plus, I also want to, you know what? I say do it because you're getting CeeDee Lamb, and he can make up for.
Oh, he said that they're Gibbs, Warren.
How you know his running backs, Niner Faithful? That's the right. How you know his running backs? His other running backs, Jalen Warren, Sharp, and two. Oh, he's got some backs.
Yeah.
Oh, he said on the first comment, oh, that's because we can't read. All right, here we go. Yeah, there it is. Because he sent the second comment.
I'm sorry. My bad.
My bad. Thank you, Niner Faithful.
Been a long day.
Appreciate you. No, but this is the main one he sent. Yeah, I say go for it, man. Because he's still got Ibuka. He's giving up Tech. He's got Ibuka. That's a guy. He's going to get CD. Oh, he got Brian Thomas Jr. with CD Lamb and Ibuka. Oh, that's a trio.
Yeah. He's good. He's fine.
Gibbs can hold it down. Right now, Jalen Warren is holding it down. I think the touches for their rookie is done, and I think they're going to be going more Kenneth Gainwell, be honest with you. So you might want to pick him up on the waiver wire.
Yep.
Caleb
Yeah,
Johnson
I like
is
that.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Trade it. Trade it. Make the trade. Do it ASAP. All right, we got a couple of more. The X Dean. I'm reading it phonetically, so if I mess up your name, my bad. What's up, guys? What do you think about I trade away Josh Jacobs, I get Nico and Quinshawn Judkins in a full PPR league. Full PPR redraft. Ooh. What do you think about that one? It's my favorite part of the show.
What do you think? You're going to trade away Josh Jacobs for Nico Collins and Quinshawn Judkins.
The Nico's tricky, man. Josh, but
those Texans, man, I don't know. And Breezy's right. Nico is tricky. Like, he can have a really amazing game, and then he can just not be able to do anything at all in others. You have to think about that.
all right.
But he did look good against the Bucks, but the Bucks defense is missing a lot. So
It's not necessarily about Nico. It's about the Texans offense. They can't run the ball.
right.
And if they can't run the ball, the defenses can cheat. Doesn't matter how bad the defense is.
Yeah.
They know what you're doing. They're playing pass because you're not running the ball successfully, even though Nick Chubb got the touchdown toward the end of the game.
Yeah.
You are getting Quinshawn Judkins, but we don't know what he's going to be like. He hasn't been to camp. Is he a powerful runner? Yes, but he's a guy that comes in. He's not a running back one. He's a guy that comes in and changes the pace of the back. He's more, put it like this, Quinshawn Judkins is the Browns version of David Montgomery. He could run hard, he can score, he could do all that stuff, but you got the other speedy guy tripping you up if they use him and Dylan Sampson.
Well, even though, like, I love Dylan Sampson because I really do, and I feel like he should be number one. The Browns put out their freaking depth chart, and Quinshawn's running back one, which was really crazy because
it's not crazy. It's not crazy at all, Peach. What I'm saying is he's still that change of pace. So like he'll be listed as running back one.
Right.
He'll come in and then they'll change it up. And then he's more that reliever. He's more of the reliever, even though he is listed as running back one. So
I like Sampson a lot.
Yeah, it's not crazy at all. Like it's just more like this is how they want to locate it listed on the depth chart and kind of freak teams out. At the end of the day, it's about how will they utilize the two running back system.
Yes.
It will be similar to what we saw in Detroit if used properly, is what I'm saying.
Got you.
I wouldn't make this trade. Me personally. Josh Jacobs is a dual threat. He's a pass-catching running back, full PPR, and a running back. He can rush for 1,000 yards, and if they throw it to him, he can catch for 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to make that
awesome.
trade. Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that. Niner Faithful 93. Should I give up Njoku or Fannin for Juwan Johnson, or keep the Browns tight in room? All right, should I give up Njoku or Fannin for Juwan Johnson, or keep the tight ends room? What do you think, Peachy?
Man, I tell you what, I really was impressed with Juwan Johnson, and I think he's going to continue to get targets and to make plays. With Njoku, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that situation. Fannin is definitely has promise. I don't know, like the Njoku thing is like it's just not like they're just not connecting. Like it's just not there. I don't know, but I like Juwan Johnson. To give up both of them for Juwan Johnson, I think I would. I think I would still. I'd probably still choose Juwan Johnson if it was me.
Yeah, like take it. Take the trade.
Yeah.
If you can. Juwan Johnson is the featured guy. You don't really know what's going on with Njoku or Fannin. You also don't want to start two of the tight ends from the same team every single week, and then it would drive you crazy if you started one and then the other one went off. I would go with the guy that I know that Spencer Rattler has a connection with.
Yep.
So I will go with Juwan Johnson. If you can make that trade, or whatnot. I mean, I think the ceiling for Fannin is going to be crazy. This is not the year for that. If you're trying to win
It's not.
a championship. CU. Why you got to have the Jerry Rice avatar and the Raiders jersey?
Right. Like what?
I see you. I see you. All right. Devontae or Rome Odunze this week. Devontae or Rome Odunze this week. So you got the Rams going up against the Eagles defense. Now I do like the Eagles secondary. You know I love me some Quinyon Mitchell. I don't know if Quinyon is going to be. I think Quinyon will be on Devontae, and I don't know who they're going to put on Puka, but I think that's going to be a tough matchup for me. Rome Odunze, the Bears, they're playing the Cowboys, and everyone seems to be doing well against the Cowboys DBs.
But no.
Shit, now I got to bench Devontae. He's the only receiver I got. Now I'm sitting here giving you this advice. I would go with Rome. Rome's been consistent. He's got touchdowns in the past 2 games.
Yep.
And it just seems like that's who Caleb Williams is targeting. Like, that's his guy. I would go with Rome Odunze over Devontae this week. See you. He also had another question. And shout out to these are new people. So I'm not used to seeing a lot of these names. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're here every Tuesday night. Also thinking about moving on from Kyron Williams. Thoughts on who I could get or if I should even shop. I'm not high on shopping Kyron Williams personally because of what he's able to do, like as the dual threat. I don't think you let those guys go. But if you could get a true number one wide receiver, I would do it. I mean, if you get Jamar Chase or CeeDee Lamb, one of those guys, I would do it. But other than that,
Rams, the Rams are seeming to utilize Blake Corum a lot more to get him involved, which we knew eventually that he was going to take on a bigger role in that offense to push that offense along to keep that offense going. And Blake is a really, really good running back. So
that's my dog, man.
I would definitely
it hurt me to the core.
If you could get something really good, I
would shop. Okay, so think about this. See, if you could shop him and you could get something good, but pick up Blake on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Now you're getting 2 for 1, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 2 for 1. And this is for you, bro. Those Raiders. Like, we really don't give about the Raiders, but we care about you. See, like, you know what I'm saying?
As a person, and we want you to subscribe to the channel.
But those Raiders.
So that you can do that. Am I happy that the Raiders look like they did last night?
Yep,
I sure am. I am very, very happy that Jim Harbaugh was able to spoil Pete Carroll's birthday.
It needed to be done. It's been a minute. Jim Harbaugh, I feel like, has never beaten him. You can go back to Stanford versus freaking USC. You can go back to wherever, Niners and Seahawks. It was about but you guys looked good. At the end of the day, y'all played y'all heart out. Y'all looked very well. Raiders definitely going to be on the uprise for sure. Brunel, what's going on, baby? Brunel says, what's going on? I need a wide receiver. I need one at wide receiver 2 and flex. All right, so Mason versus Cincinnati. T-Mac versus ATL. And Dunze versus Dallas. Or Mbuka versus the Jets. Shout out to you for typing all of this out so that we can understand what the freak you're saying.
Love it.
Peachy, where you going? I got my answer. Let's see if we got the same answers in our head.
You go first.
No, you go, and I'll tell you if that's what's in my head.
Oh, okay.
So wide receiver 2, who you putting in there? Can't be Jordan Mason. So it's got to be either T-Mac, Ndunze, or Mbuka.
No, so I would definitely put... me personally, I would put Odunze in there versus Dallas because Duran Bland is still going to be out. And I feel like that he's going to do a better job against that Cowboys secondary. So I'm looking for them to do like everybody else has done to that secondary, just destroy it. So, yep.
Yeah, I'm going with that's the one that was in my head. So that's my wide receiver 2. As far as flex, I may flex in Mbuka versus the Jets, but pay attention to Chris Godwin returning. I don't know when this happened, and that might shift things a little bit for Mbuka. So just pay attention to that. Like, keep that on there. That ATL secondary is tough. They shut down the Vikings.
They did.
I don't know if I trust a rookie against that secondary.
Yeah.
So it would be Mbuka in the flex, Roman Dunze at wide receiver 2 for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We got a couple of more. I have 49ers defense with Ravens defense on my bench. Packers are on waivers. God dang, you got 3 you're getting 3 defenses. Look, man, just drop all the defenses and just rock with the Niners defense. They buys not until week 14. They're top 10 defense and they continue to be good. I'm not saying that because I'm a Niners fan, but that's even what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going back and I'm like, yo, let me see who got the Niners. I'd rather live with the Niners 5-6 points. There's going to be games where they get more, but their defense is only going to continue to prove, and you don't got to worry about switching your defense week in and week out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Chris Bird says, should I trade DJ Moore and Trey Benson for AJ Brown? So now this is where it gets tricky. Because AJ Brown is a wide receiver one. But he's struggling right now.
Yeah.
And DJ Moore is a wide receiver one, and he's struggling right now. So you're giving up a wide receiver one and running back like 30 for AJ Brown, who's higher up on the wide receiver one depth chart, in my opinion. I say do it. I'm all for big trades like this because you'll be strengthening your team down the stretch. You could pick up a running back on the waiver wire if you need one. But for me, this is a no-brainer.
You might be able to get Blake Corn on the waiver wire.
Good point. This is a no-brainer for me, Chris. I think this is the route. I say get AJ Brown, lock him in, because this is what's going to happen. AJ Brown is going to have a pissy fit and is going to hit the national news, and then he's going to get like 4 touchdowns in one game, exactly. And he's going to be right back at the top.
Exactly. Absolutely.
That's my thought. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Ty says that's what I'm doing. He's about to go just get Niners defense. He saw 2 weeks. He saw enough. Like, I think we saw enough, right? Yeah. We've seen enough. Shout out to those that picked the Niners from the jump. But
right.
Listen, they weren't a top. They weren't a top defense. But they're proving that they can handle now bigger tests against the Cardinals this week. But I like the Niners' chances. I feel like there's a turnover or two in the building for sure.
Yep.
Turnover or two. Well, Peachy, we're gonna wrap this up because we'll be here answering questions all night. But like Peachy said, follow us on Instagram. Hold on, let me get the Instagram for you. All right, let me get the Instagram for you because I don't know about heart. And then we'll put it in the chat. Let's see. What's your fantasy? What's your fantasy football?
Hey, Boats.
At What's Your Fantasy FB. That's what it is. Let me put that in here so you guys can see that. Follow on IG. Follow on IG at What's Your Fantasy FB. All right. So make sure you guys follow there, and you guys can send us DMs and ask us questions, which we be looking for in the DMs. What we do is we put up the updates, the latest injuries and things like that. We'll try to do favorable matchups. If you ask us in the DMs, what's your favorite, what would you do? What would you recommend? We'll go ahead and respond to you in direct messaging. So that way you don't got to wait. Or you could do it on the comments of this particular episode right here. So What's Your Fantasy FB? All right, so make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Peachy, who's a must start and sit for you this week? I'm just curious to know off the top of the head. Must start, must sit.
Start is definitely Danny Dimes.
Colts versus hold up. Oh, come on, man. The Titans got a good defense. You sure about that?
Well, the Broncos have a good defense too. And he seemed to handle himself pretty good against the Broncos.
The Titans are better, in my opinion, up front. So the pressure, the up front. The Broncos, they went toe to toe. You're right. They went toe to toe. Okay, so Danny Dimes on the road. You're starting him on the road. Love it. I love it. I freaking love it. Who are you sitting this week in the favorable matchup if you had to sit a player?
You know what? I'm going to sit Stephon Diggs against Pittsburgh.
I didn't even know Stephon Diggs played football.
Right. Which is why I'm going to sit him. I don't know what's going on. I think he's just trying to get acclimated. He was hurt and he's still trying to get, his legs up under him and everything like that. But I'm gonna set him. It's who I'm gonna set Stephon Diggs.
All right. Look, I could dig it. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh got embarrassed on last week in their loss. New England found a way to win. The Patriots are at home. I feel like Pittsburgh is looking to rebound, and they should be taking it out on the Patriots. Let's see what the Patriots do, though. Like, the Patriots may be able to find a way to win at home. Ty says, I'm a little late. No worries, bro. Mahomes or Golf? Sorry. Hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not starting Jared Goff. I'm not starting Jared Goff. Give me Mahomes on the road versus Goff on the road. If you think it's a joke, go check Jared Goff performances,
Right.
stats on the road.
Jared
It's
Goff
not
is a
the
totally
same
different
Goff.
quarterback.
It's not the same Goff. It's not the same Goff. I'm starting Mahomes on the road against the Giants, opposed to starting Jared Goff on the road against the Ravens. This is what I'm doing. That's just me. Ty can call me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I'm not starting him on the road. Now, if this was the topsy version and they were at home on Monday Night Football, I'll start Jared Goff.
Absolutely agree with you 100% on what you just said. That's exactly what I would do as well.
All right, those are some really good must-sits, must-starts, all right? So, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Fantasy Football Show. We'll be back next Tuesday, same time, 8 p.m. Make sure you guys got it locked in. We try to keep the show to an hour, but we do appreciate everybody for sticking and locking with us for over the hour mark. We love you guys. Peachy, any final thoughts before we dip up out of here?
I just want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Share the show, get more people involved. We're trying to make this the fantasy show on Tuesday night. So follow the page, What's Your Fantasy, to catch up on all the updates, breaking news, anything you need to know. And just get the word out that we have this show. A lot of compliments in the chat. We really appreciate that very much. A lot of first timers. We appreciate you guys so much. Please come back. Please subscribe to the channel and then set your notifications to all so that you know whenever we go live. And you guys will be able to tune in to the channel. There's a lot of fun shows on the channel. A lot of people in the chat can tell you all about them, but it was a great show. It was a very, very informational and very a lot of interaction, and we appreciate it. And thank you, Ty, for the compliments as well. So, yep, it was. Good luck week 3 to everybody.
Good luck, Wayne, in week 3, Wayne. You're going to need the luck. I will not start my season 0-3. It is not happening.
Man, let me tell you.
It's not happening. It's not. I'm telling you. I'm not starting. If I start 0-3, I'm canceling the whole league. Bam.
We need prayer, incense, whatever you guys use. Whatever it is, whatever you believe in, whatever it is cool. Just use whatever you can, because Lord, these injuries have been atrocious and just game changing for real. So,
I'm not starting 0-3. I don't care who get injured. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We out. Peace.
What's up, faithful? Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And make sure you check out some of the other cool videos.